to the court. This is Recaps with Coach K. The plays, the players, the truth. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Go. Go.
What's poppin', y'all? We back, man. I've been out for a couple of weeks. Wisdom tooth got pulled, personal stuff going on in life, but hey, man, we back. Gonna get my brother up here, and we finna have us a good show tonight. Copy, boom, boom, boom. Let's get it. Paste in that link. Yes, sir. Man, it's been some crazy football today, though. But I love it, man. I'm too happy that football is back. No cap. Let's go. My brother should be finna come up here. Get all this set up for you guys. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let me see where he at, man. We're going to start with this Chiefs. And I'm going to be getting better with these intros, y'all, so y'all got to excuse me. It's in the chat. Let him know. He's finna come up, y'all. T-Ray. Where this Negro at? Man, that was a good game, man. My Chiefs pulled out, man. Go through some quick stats right here so I can get them off in here. Patrick Mahomes, 22 for 37, 224 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Pachinko was kind of solid. I'll need these right. Yeah, Pachinko had 10 carries, 45 yards, pretty solid. Kareem Hunt, 10 carries, 34 yards. Could get more out the running game. Tyquan Thornton, he had a big game, 5 catches, 71 yards, 1 touchdown. Got a shout out to him. Russell Wilson. I don't know what to say about dude. Oh, okay, there go my brother right there. Let's get Brody, man, up. T-Ray.
Yo, what's up, man?
What you got going?
Nah, shit, for real. I just made it in the house.
You catch any games today?
Yo, hold up. Before we get on that, we got a lot to do because we ain't heard from you in I don't know how long. We got a lot to
I
talk
already
about.
see you late. You late. When I came in, I told everybody I've been, personal stuff, wisdom teeth pulling.
No, I feel you. That don't mean I'm not gonna talk to you about it. Like I'm still gonna make you feel bad about it. I don't care that you addressed it to them.
Feel no better than what
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I just won't say nothing personally here. I will never say it personally here, but I got a couple. I'm your brother. I got a couple words.
Hey,
get you.
Hey, I pray to God.
Fact. I got some words that'll make you chill with them on the stoop.
Hey, boy, that stuff right there is different, man. I'm not lying to you, bro.
No, I'm already knowing.
How you feeling tonight, though?
I'm I'm cool. I'm cool. It was some very like I didn't catch every game, but a lot of them like afternoon, early afternoon games was something to see, man. Like I think there was about 3 or 4 field goal or punch blocks, 2 of them returned for
Five,
touchdowns.
five,
Huh?
5 blocked.
See?
So look, okay, since you started that earlier, since you mentioned that, we're gonna start with this then. We're gonna start with the Eagles. They came back. They was losing, I want to say 26-7, and they came back and won the game 33-26, I believe, with
Yeah,
2
that was the
blocked
end
field
score.
goals at the end, and one of the field goals they took to the crib to end the game. Lost me on my parlay.
You ain't the only one. I was talking to people about it today. I didn't see a lot of that game. So I couldn't really tell you how it
But
got
look,
to that. I know the Eagles had to come back. I know they had to do that.
I'm gonna run down just some quick stats for you. Jalen Hurts went 21 to 32, 226, 3 touchdowns. Matthew Stafford went 19 to 33, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, and interception. AJ Brown finally got into action today with 6 catches, 109, and a touchdown. Puka Nacua had 11 catches, 112 yards, and Williams had a good day on the ground, 20 carries, 94 yards. But yeah, man, the Rams built their lead early, 26-7, bro, and then that second half, bro, the Eagles just got on some more stuff, bro. They just took off all
Can we
cylinders.
say that it was like watching them throw the ball today was an avenue that we haven't seen all year. Granted, the year is still young, but the past 2 weeks, like last week, Jalen didn't have 100 yards. You know what I'm saying? So
Well,
it's like,
yeah, because of how they team built, though, bro. I think the
no
way that
fact.
they team is built is more so it's not a one way. Whatever the game presents, that's what they're gonna go with. So if we got to run heavy this week to win, cool. If we got to throw a lot, cool. Because I think they can pretty much beat you any type of way with their weapons.
No, I think they can, but I also think it's one thing to do one and know you can do the other. It's another thing to do one and then be forced to do the other. Because in the past 2 situations where we saw Jalen play, they were not um, focusing in on his passing game. Like hell, like I'm thinking back to the Cowboys game, a lot of his runs weren't designed runs. He'll drop back and then he'll take off running. So then I have to question how confident is he behind arm because Jalen has never had the hugest arm. Like
When
once
you
he
say
got
huge, what you
AJ,
mean? Because he got a strong arm. I wouldn't call him the most accurate, but he can. I think I've known him for throwing deep balls, but it's not being always the most accurate.
once he got AJ,
Well,
once
I
he
mean,
got
yeah, he
AJ,
has to get a receiver.
but that speaks to your arm talent. That speaks to because before I said this to you before. Before he got AJ, he was middle of the road. He was just a good quarterback. There was nothing spectacular about him. Then
Now,
he went and got AJ, and then he became, you know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
gonna
I
put it
gotta
like
think
this.
and what?
I ain't gonna do that because we can do the same thing to Josh Allen. Josh Allen didn't have a breakout season until he had Stephon Diggs, and he ain't looked
You're
back
right.
since.
But hear me out. Josh Allen has been going to the AFC Championship before Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have no team around him.
Josh Allen been like we don't have to question what Josh Allen can do because we've been seeing it with or without a receiver. Before he got AJ, he was just somebody. Then he got AJ. All of a sudden, he's in the MVP conversation. A bunch of 30+ yard touchdown passes. Like before that, we didn't see that. And I'm not saying that to knock him. What I'm saying is, I think when you look at how they have been playing this year, I think they are trying not to emphasize on his arm, not because he has the ability and they're just holding it off. I think they're starting to see, he that may not be his strong suit right now. Maybe it's something we don't know. Maybe it's some underlying because I don't think he went into the game thinking he's finna throw like he threw today.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I actually wasn't surprised because I done seen him do this time and time before, like when he needs to. Like I said, the way they offense done kind of operated these last couple years to me is like they take what you get them, and they can beat you that way. Like either way, it's like
I
if
can't
they click,
I can't say that.
I can.
The only reason why I say that is because when you look at what their offense looked like the past 2 years, overly explosive, like going out the field. Now they seem more conservative. They seem more, hey, we're going to run the ball, run the clock, and let our
Yeah,
defense get at you. So
because they
when you
ready for
say
the
so,
back half of the season.
but that's night and day though. Like I get what you're saying. I'm talking about
Okay,
today. That's
okay. So
night
watch
and
this.
day compared to what they have looked like.
I'm gonna ask you something. Last year, what would you say was the main reason that they made it to the Super Bowl?
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley, right?
Right.
Now in the Super Bowl, Saquon Barkley didn't really have a good game. They shut him down. They took him out the game and made Jalen Hurts beat them throwing, and he did.
Of course. Like, why wouldn't you
So,
do that when you understand that that is your best play? Like, that's not highlighting anybody. That's somebody that's saying, hey, we're gonna make you beat us somewhere else, and they just happened to beat them somewhere else. Because
but,
realistically, it was the defense. It was not Jalen Hurts.
but this is what I'm saying. Hurts had, I want to say, and I fact check it. I want to say he had like 3 passing touchdowns and I think he had like 3 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. But I'm basically just saying, I'm not saying like he's like the main focal or nothing, but I'm just saying the way that their team is constructed, that's why I don't be surprised. It's like whatever you take away and say, hey, you got to beat us this way.
I'm
I feel like they're
I'm
constructed
I'm gonna
to
put
beat
it.
you that.
I'm gonna say it like this. And again, this is no hate to Jalen. I think you can take Jalen out of the equation, and you have the same team. That's what I'm saying. You
Nah,
take
I can't say
Jalen
that,
out
bro.
the
Carson Wentz
equation,
was
I
there and he
think they
didn't.
can have the same team. Carson Wentz was there not even the same coaching staff. Half of the guys that's on the offense right now, minus the offensive line, we're not there with Carson Wentz.
But he had some weapons though.
Who?
Was well, who you're gonna have
Right?
to have me
Who?
fact check and stuff. But I know for sure.
Who?
I know they had DJ. They had DJ
Old
still.
DJ, yeah, they had old DJ, yeah.
Who was the
But
running
that's
back?
not the DJ that
Philly done
nobody
had
was scared of.
Philly been having running backs. I know they had 1,000-yard back. I can't name the last time they ain't had a
What
thousand
I am
yard back.
saying, like I'm not, and hear me out because I understand what this sound like. It sounds like I'm bashing, and I'm not bashing. What I'm
Nah,
saying is, it's like what I remember a couple years back when the Chiefs were still the scary Chiefs, and
yeah.
Pat Mahomes went down, and it wasn't Taylor Heineke, it was somebody else who came in and won the game. And when I looked at that, I said because you can put anybody there. Yeah, you can't put somebody there to be Patrick Mahomes, but you have it set up to where you can put anybody there, and you're still going to produce at a high clip. That's how I feel about the Eagles. The Eagles have a team that is built off of depth and the system. So it's like you take a Jalen Hurts out of that system and put somebody else in there. The offense don't fall off that much. Like it
So
doesn't.
I want to ask you something. So would you say this victory was more of the Eagles doing what they do, or more of the Rams not doing what they're accustomed to doing?
I don't think you can say it either way. I think this was just the football god saying, "Hey, y'all got this." Because for the situation to happen the way it happened, to lose the game,
And
like,
them refs. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. I be trying not to be that guy, bro. But it seemed like
fact,
the refs was kind of pulling for the Eagles. Because some of the calls
like,
they started making late in the game was some shaky ass
but
calls.
we also know that refs go back and try to make up on calls that they messed up on in the beginning. Like we know that is a thing that refs do. Like if they missed the call here or they made the wrong call here, you know at some point you're going to see a bonehead call somewhere else because they got to make up for that one. Like we have seen that too many times. But with that situation, because when you think about it, the situation was perfect for the Rams to win. Matthew Stafford got him down to I want to say like the 30 or 40, chip shot field goal for most kickers. And not only does the guy block it, but the same guy picks it up and scores. And he's not a little man. Like who was that? No, it wasn't Jalen Carter. It was Jordan Davis, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jordan Davis.
Like that's not a little man. That's not a
No, no,
little
no.
guy.
They got a big front four. Big
No,
front
I'm
four.
no, I'm saying as far as motion goes, that's
Mm-hmm.
not a big dude. So for
Oh,
him to, I mean, he's not a fast guy. So for him to not only block it, scoop it, and score it, bro, that's the football guys on your side, bro. There's nothing analytical I could say to be like, oh yeah, they can perfect this and do it again. It's not. Like that the guys were just on their side right there. And that's all I can say to that.
and you know what's crazy though, T. Ray? I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up being an NFC Championship game. Like them too. I'm just saying I wouldn't be
Mm-mm.
surprised because me honestly, barring injury, I got the Rams and the Eagles making some noise.
For sure. We gonna act like the Buccaneers ain't over there undefeated.
The Buccaneers is, but I ain't gonna lie, and I know it's still early in the season. I don't like that game was close with the Jets, especially with a backup in today.
For sure. But look at why it was close. The same scenario that happened with the Eagles. The same scenario that happened with the Eagles. Homie, the same guy. I don't even know if you can say this happened before in history. The same guy on two different teams blocked, scooped, and scored the touchdown.
Man, that's okay. That was crazy. I just want to touch on something because I know they probably gonna start getting a lot of love, but we just gonna talk about them real quick before we get into the Cowboys, and that's the Colts, bro. The Colts are off to a
They
fast start
scary.
with Daniel Jones, bro. 3-0.
Look, I'm professional talk away from it. This is just me as a fan looking at the game. Daniel Jones been dookie water since he showed up. Daniel Jones has been garbage since he showed up. And for whatever reason, this man go over here to the Colts. I don't know if they got a quarterback whisperer or what. Because he didn't play a bad game. He threw for like 228 today.
Bro.
Like, and then you
He
got a
ain't threw
running back
no
that you got.
interceptions this year.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to understand. Did he drink some of that special juice from Space Jam? Like, his girl broke
Hey,
up with him. Like,
hey,
what
but I
happened?
will say this though, right? I will say this. It's certain guys that I pay attention to that are good with quarterbacks, and you do know who their head coach is, right?
Who?
Stan Riken. He was the quarterback. I mean, he was the coach when Jalen Hurts had his first, you could basically say, coming out year. He was the guy
Yeah.
that was coaching him.
You
So
talking about Alabama or with the Eagles?
with the Eagles, he came from the Eagles.
Okay.
Stan Steichen. When he
Okay.
left, Kellen Moore came in. So I'm just basically saying that a guy that seemed to be kind of proven.
Yeah.
I want to give him some credit as far as how they operating them. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie, the Colts have always, since Andrew Luck, has always been a team that's just like a quarterback away. Like they always seem to have a balanced team, a solid defense,
Yeah.
good
I can
offensive
give you that.
line, sneaky weapon or two, running game always good. But it's just the quarterback. And I'm not gonna go too far and say that they're a contender and everything. But what you think about the Colts, man?
Considering what the AFC is looking like, I would say that they are a contender because it's kind of shaky over there in the AFC. We kind of have an idea of what the NFC is. Like we kind of got an idea of who the big dogs are, who the dark horses are, who is the middle of the road kind of guys. Like we kind of know who they are, but we don't with the AFC. With the AFC, we have no freaking clue who actually is the big dog on top right now. Because there's a lot of teams that balling. It's a lot of teams. Like, for instance, I was talking about the Buccaneers. They didn't win that game by much against the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't win by much.
29-27.
Right. So when you think about like looking at the AFC and then the Chiefs look like how they look, nothing against them because we know they have the possibility of turning it around. That type of organization is known for that. But just looking at it for what it is right now, they don't look amazing. Like the AFC is up in the air. So for the Colts to look how they look right now with all the momentum, I give them a chance.
That ain't bad. So we gonna stay right here in the AFC because I know once we get on Dallas, we get a little passionate. So
Man,
that's why
fuck,
I'm gonna try to
I
talk
mean, my
about.
bad. Excuse my language. I
I'm
almost
gonna,
said something right there.
I'm gonna try to get us, to talk about just a couple other things. But
The
speaking of
fan in me
that
almost
AFC,
came out.
the Chargers, man, this is their first time starting 3-0 since
That
2002, and they done already beat two division rivals in the Raiders and the Chiefs this year. What we thinking about the Chargers, man? Are they the best team in the AFC right now with how they playing?
originally I wanted to say yeah, but then seeing what the Chiefs have been looking at like throughout the weeks, I don't want to say. I don't want to just
Hey,
write them
count
off
this
just
though.
yet.
They all without their two receivers,
Who?
two top receivers,
The
Xavier
Chiefs?
Worth and Rasheem Rice. The Chiefs. I'm
No, for
just
sure,
saying.
for sure. No, I got you. I completely understand all that. I still have to consider who Patrick Mahomes is. Patrick Mahomes done won Super Bowls with less talent than them two guys. So I don't really care that they didn't play. As long as he's playing, I really don't
I
care.
rock with you, Patrick.
But looking at them as a whole, they don't look the same.
Well, that
Like
defense
you
still
can
playing
see,
good.
you're
But
right, but
look,
they still don't look the same.
and I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. Even though they ain't been really looking good to my standards, one thing that I do like, well, I actually love, and I know by them working on it now, it's gonna pay off later in the year. They haven't since Tyreek Hill left, they haven't really had a deep ball game. Today they connected on a lot of deep shots, but every game this year they have been trying to push the ball downfield, and I like that. I
Yeah,
really do like that because I feel like that's what's gonna help them get back into their playbook, especially with Kelsey getting older now.
they are getting older. Like who are their receivers right now?
But they
I know
receivers kind of
Juju in
young.
there.
Okay, well, Worthy is out. Rasheem Rice is out.
I'm talking about guys that are on the field.
Tyquan Thornton played. This is his third or fourth year. He actually balled today too. Juju Smith, okay, he's kind of old, getting up there.
He was
Hollywood
never
Brown is
really
young.
good.
Hollywood Brown is young. They had a rookie in there today. I
I
can't
gotta say
think of it.
Hollywood Brown is middle of the road. I think he's like right in the middle. And I'm thinking about average receiver lifespan, not the guys we used to hearing about. I'm talking about average receiver lifespan. He getting up there. Like Hollywood been in the league, what, 4 5 years?
Yeah.
Like if you're not a premier guy, you a journeyman, and that's way past your, you know what I'm saying? Like so he not young. He not young.
I give you that. I give you that. I give you that.
Cause we got to talk football lifespan, like not how old he is or how many years. We talking about football lifespan. How long does the average receiver stay in the league?
See, I'm gonna ask you something. Did you see this from the Houston Texans this year, bro? They are 0-3. I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked, especially with that defense.
I put it like this: you're only as good as you can make yourself be. We had given a lot of praise to D'Amico Ryan for creating that team to be what he is. And I think we've seen it in what's bro name with the Commanders, Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, Jaden
I think we
Daniels.
see it there too, where it's like, yeah, when this is fresh, it's hard to deal with. Like when it's fresh, it's hard to deal with. I have a game plan for it. I don't know how. But once I have a comfort with it, once I understand what you're doing, can you still beat me with it? And I feel like that's what's going on with the Texans. Like
CJ Stroud.
we know we know what you're gonna do.
Joe
It's
Mixon
not
out
even
too, though. If that,
yeah,
I know that, I know, but I still, they do got some injuries. I'm not gonna make no excuses for them because Tank Dell is out, Joe Mixon is out.
for sure. But I'm
But
gonna
it's
say it like
like,
this.
come on, Stroud, and I'm a Stroud fan, so I'm trying, but I gotta be fair because I know it's other quarterbacks I drill, but it's like, hey Stroud, you gotta step it up, baby. You gotta step it up, man. Like the team is only gonna go as far as you go.
What year is this CJ's second or
Third.
third year?
This is third year.
Yeah, so I mean, I We still got a long season ahead of us. So I don't want to jump the gun and say that he's not doing, you know what I'm saying? But you do gotta consider that too. Like, hey, injuries was happening. Comfort gotta get there. What's the word I'm looking for? Cohesiveness. Y'all gotta be able to like actually play together. So it's a lot that go into it. But I'm gonna say it
Play
like this
calling
because
kind of
most
cool too, though. I don't know who they offensive coordinator. I gotta look into that, but that play
is
calling,
he new?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Because if he not new, it's still go back to the original point. Can you disguise it and make it look like something and it be the same thing? Like we looked at the dynasty that was the Patriots forever, and most of the time you knew exactly how they were going to come out and beat you, and you still couldn't stop it. So that's why I'm saying it like that. Like obviously, I'm not putting the Texans in a dynasty category. I'm never doing that, but I'm using that team as an example. The Patriots were not a team that you had to really figure out. You knew what they were going to do. You knew how they were going to beat you, but they dressed it up in a way to where you couldn't figure it out.
No, I'll give you that. And they had Tom Brady, so we ain't gonna do that. But man, we
No,
gonna
because you
go and get
got.
into
I
it
was
though,
just
bro.
hold on, wait. I'm gonna say this real quick because people be using that Tom Brady stuff, and I keep having to say we act like Tom Brady has always been Tom Brady. Them first three Super Bowls was defensive Super Bowls. That
Yeah,
wasn't him. Like
I don't disagree. I don't
like
disagree.
Tom became, if we being real, Tom became the guy that he became to the world after he lost Randy Moss.
Yeah, but they didn't even win with Randy Moss though.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like after he lost Randy Moss was when he became a cerebral passer. Before then, he like not to say that his entire like makeup wasn't made up of like little short dink and dunk check down passes, but he became like cerebral after Randy. Like after Randy got was there and he kind of saw how he could really stretch the field and move the field, that's when he became the Tom that we recognize today. But before then, he was not that. Them defenses and them kickers was bailing him out.
Enough of Tom Brady. That's my guy though. We gonna get to this
Fact.
Cowboys game, man. They deal with a tough loss versus the Bears, man. And I'm gonna
It's
just
not
call
tough.
out some quick stats. You did watch the game earlier, didn't you?
As much of it as I can stomach as a fan.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna just go into some quick stats and then we're gonna chop it up right quick about this, man. Okay, Caleb Williams had, I would say, his best game since he's been in the NFL. 19 for 28, 298 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions with 142 passer rating. Dak Prescott went 31 for 40, 251, a touchdown, 2 interceptions. We're going to talk about that. Javonte Williams had a solid game. We actually had a good game, 10 carries for 76 yards. Ferguson had 13 receptions, 82 yards. Luther Burden, a rookie that they drafted from Missouri, he had 3 catches for 101 yards, one of them on a 65-yard touchdown. The Bears, they forced 4 turnovers today and just allowed 1 touchdown from Dallas. They also held the third down conversions and red zone efficiency, edging out Dallas. And CeeDee Lamb, he got hurt early in the game.
Yeah.
So, bro, what's some of your key takeaways that you think about the game early, man?
What's dude first name? The defensive coordinator.
For who?
Us. Is it Matt Eberflus?
Yeah, Matt Eberflus. He came from Chicago.
Facts. He was the head coach up there, yeah. Head coach and defensive coordinator. It was one of them.
I think he was that coach too.
He need to go. Like this is me as a fan. Like forget all the sounding good, the PC answers. He needs to go because I have yet to see us run man. Right? I've yet to see us run man. Our best cover guy is a man cover guy. Like when you see, like if you look at what Trayvon Diggs has looked like this year, you would swear he was never the guy he was a couple years ago.
He got burned today.
A couple times. And if you see in his technique, he's still in his mind playing like a man corner. But you're tying his hands behind his back because now you're forcing him to play space, and that's not what he do. Kyle Elam, I see why they let you go, brother. I do. I see why they let you go, my boy. You ain't worth it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew when Dotson caught one on him against the Eagles. I said, yeah, he gonna be a problem.
Yeah, they missed the run Bland. They really miss him.
I can't even say we missed the round Bland because the Bland was gonna be playing in the slot. Kyrie Elam was still gonna be playing outside. So that problem was still going to be a problem. And the
I'm gonna say
part about
this.
it that I hate, hold on real quick, I'm gonna finish this, I'm gonna let you go.
Go ahead.
The part about it that I hate is I don't think our front seven is bad. I don't. Do we get the most pressure as far as sacks? No. But I don't think our front seven is bad. But if they ain't getting sacks and you're giving the quarterback enough time to just kind of look, and everybody in your coverage sucks at zone coverage.
I've been said they should get rid of Donovan Wilson and Malik Hooker. Like, they just being cheap at this point. Like, and you know, it's no shade to him. Hooker done dealt with a lot of injuries. Donovan Wilson, he was always really a hitter to me. He's never really
right. Like,
but me, honestly, early into the game, I'm gonna be so serious right here. 3 possessions in, I knew Dallas was gonna lose because I was just like, they couldn't stop nothing Chicago was doing, like literally, like, and I was just like, yeah, I don't like this because the week before Detroit just made Chicago look like they wasn't even supposed to be in the league
at all.
Put up 52 points on them, and then you come back and you give up 31 points. Also, I ain't gonna lie. I like the way Caleb Williams look, but you know, like I said, Cowboys defense just really ain't that good. I don't really know too much about Marty Schottenheimer. Like I said, Eberflus, he's decent. I don't know who the offensive coordinator is. I will say the offensive line is good.
I'm gonna say it like this, and I excuse me, my bad. One key thing that bothered me is we talked all that shit as Cowboy Nation. We talked all that shit about getting CD help, right? Mm-hmm. And I think we did. I do think we did. I'm not gonna sit up and say like I think Javonte Williams is playing better than anybody expecting him to play coming off of his tenure with the Broncos. We brought in George Pickens, who definitely pulls a lot of attention away from CD. My problem with it is we still run our offense the same way.
It's basic.
It's like not even basic. I mean, like if last year 98% of our offense went through CD, this year 75% goes through CD. Because you see how differently our offense looked once CD went down. Mm-hmm. Like you see, especially in the passing game, like there was a couple plays that I saw and it made me so mad. I know if CD's on the field, it don't look like that. So they put like 8 guys on the line. It was a couple plays back to back, and I think they was both third downs. And immediately, I'm talking about a split second after Dak hiked and caught the ball, he dumped it down to Jake Ferguson. And I know if CD's not in the game, if CD's in the game, that looks different. But because of CD not being in the game, I think some of Dak's confidence goes down because the offense is so embroidered in CD land. Like you need him on the field for it to work right.
Pop say they need to do something at the trade deadline with the money that they save. Nah, I don't disagree with that at all. I'll say this too, bro. And this just be me, and this just be stuff that I don't like. Dak has been having a pretty solid season, and sure, I can't get mad. But it be stuff like it was early in the game. It was a 4th and 2, and Dallas was on their side of the field, and they was trying to draw them off sides instead of going for it. And I'm just like, bro, you getting paid this money, bro. It has to come a point to where you bet on yourself, bro. Like it just has to, bro. Like you see every team that's trying to make a jump or that you know that's going to be a contender. It's some part in the game where they're in an uncomfortable situation and they going for it. And it's just like, even if you don't get it, bro, you have to show that because it'll get late in the season, bro, to where it might be a crucial game and y'all ain't did nothing like this all year and you can't expect to just, okay, now it's going to work. Like, no. That's just my opinion, bro. I be really disliking that, bro. I be like, bro, sometimes you gotta buck the system, bro. You the highest paid quarterback per year, bro. 60 million, bro.
I agree. I'm gonna say it like this because I do agree with that. But at the end of the day, you also got to think about the other side of that, and I think that's where the issue is coming in. I think if it's up to Dak, Dak makes a different decision, but I don't think it's up to Dak.
It gotta be. They can't just
I,
release him. They
I
ain't
know
gonna
that.
just release him.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Understand? We're talking about the Cowboys here. Like this is who we talking about. An organization that is run completely through Jerry Jones.
He ain't finna just waste no 60 million. He'll
Jerry
try to
Jones
trade him. He
ain't,
ain't finna just
but
release
he's
him.
not wasting the 60 mil. Think about how long it's been since we have been an actual successful team, meaning deep into the playoffs, contention for Super Bowl. Think about how long that's been.
Yes,
Think
since
about
I was born.
think about the one person who has been there since then.
Yeah.
Think about anybody's experience with Jerry who was not a yes man.
Yeah.
So now that you done thought about all that, think about Shotty being a first year coach. Like I get everything you saying. I even agree. I think Dak needs to hold his nuts a little bit and say, "Hey, man, it's my team. Let me lead us to victory." But when you have all them things playing against you, and Dallas has shown on multiple occasions, like, "Hey, it's Dallas over whoever." Especially when it comes to how the system is run. It's Dallas over whoever. That's how Jerry sees it. So you're not bigger than the program in no scenario. So in that, when you got a yes man like Shotty, who's trying to make his way, trying not to piss off Big Daddy Jones up there, yes, he gonna do some stuff like that. It's gonna happen. And as fans, we don't agree. I'm right there with you. I don't agree. There was a play where we threw the ball to George Pickens on the goal line. And I'm like, are we not paying attention to Javonte Williams? Like, it's 4th and 1. It's 4th and goal on the one. Give this man the ball. And we didn't.
So, I'm going to be realistic, right? I had them last year only winning six to 8 games. I truly believe they only going to win 6 to 7 games this year. I actually had them starting off 0-4. And partially I would be true if Russell Wilson didn't throw that interception last week. They would be 0-3. But where do you have the Cowboys finishing this year? Like I said, I know it's early, a lot can happen. But just based off what you done seen these first 3 games, where would you have them this year?
How are you asking me this? As somebody who is talking about sports or as a fan?
No, real take the personal feelings out of it. Just football, your knowledge of what you know, how you view the game, and what you're seeing from them.
Optimistically, I think they can still go out there and be competitive. Optimistically, I do see the changes that need to happen, I don't think are huge. Like the changes that I think absolutely need to happen, I do not think are huge. I think these are decisions that need to be made off the field for the team. Like I don't think that we don't have the capability. We have the roster in my mind. Like even with me believing that Kyer Elam is not worth whatever we got him for, I think if we play to his strengths instead of trying to make him and other DBs play to the defensive coordinator's strength, who's not out there, I think our defense looks better. Because again, I think our front 7 ain't bad. I do not
Okay.
have a problem with our front 7, but I think our secondary destroys all that. Because when you look at it, once that quarterback, all he got to do is throw the ball over the linebackers because they play so shallow, even in coverage, and it just blows the top off of our defense. So I think we switch up our coverage a little bit, stop making them play zone so much, send more blitzes. Like
So
we
look,
have a team that can compete in my mind, but the organization is messing them up.
I want to go through this schedule with you, and I just want to see right now.
I'm gonna give all honest answers.
Right now they 1-3, and I'm gonna share
1 and
mine
2.
too. I just want to see what you think. So okay, they
1 and
already
2.
1-3.
We
Next week
1 and
they
2, bro. Stop.
one
We
and
1
two.
and
I'm
2.
sorry, I'm already counting next week as a loss. I'm sorry. They
That's
already
crazy.
1-2. So next week they at home versus the Packers. Who you got that game?
I got Packers.
I got Packers too. So that's 1-3.
Yep.
Then they go on the road to the Jets. I'm gonna get them that against the Jets. They should. I'm gonna get them that against the Jets. I will.
It depends, because this is the problem that I have right now. We are making every quarterback we play look like prime time Aaron Rodgers. like this is the best game Caleb Williams has played, G.
No, facts.
Like this
Russell
is the
Wilson
best
too.
game. And look, talk about listen, bro. All right, the fan coming out. I'm sorry, bro. You understand? I used to say this about Jalen Hurts when he first got AJ. When he first got AJ, I said, bro, if you look at him throw the ball to AJ on the deep passes, half the time he don't even look at him. He just throw it down there. When you look at what Russ was doing last week, dog, he ain't even looking at the receiver. He just throwing it.
450.
Like, dog, like I want you to think about that. Like forget getting caught up in it as a fan. Look at progression. Look at how a quarterback goes through his reads. When I tell you that man did not look at nobody, he knew where he was going every time. That's the only reason why that last pick turned out the way it turned out, because that's how he's been throwing the ball the whole time. He just sending it. Hey, he down there somewhere. And they just happen to be down there.
So look. Give me a win. Who you going with, Cowboys or the Jets? I just want to run through their schedule just to see where we line up at. I said I'm gonna give them the win, which I have them at 2-3.
I don't know, because I like the Buccaneers, and they gave the Bucs a game. Even you take away the blocked field goal, they were still in their game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might have to edge the Jets. I gotta edge it to the Jets, and that hurts my heart because I'm always riding with my team, but I'm this is non-biased right now.
So you got them 1-4. I got them 2-3.
Yeah, I got them 1-4.
Then the following week they on the road again against the Panthers. I'm gonna get them that win against the Panthers.
Nope.
I got them at 3-3.
Hold up. Cause I'm not trying to be funny, bro. Like I know what it sounds like. I'm not trying to be funny.
I got them at 1-3.
Hear me out. If the Panthers can put another win together, because they just blew out the Falcons. I don't know what the situation was, but if the Panthers can put another win together, because I told you this before the season started, they were my dark horse team.
Who, the Panthers?
Yes. So I don't know, man, because we making anybody look good under center. That's the part that's scaring me. Like, I'm sure I can go get sock quarterback and put him on the squad and tell him to throw the go ball or a seam, and it's open. Then the passes that's open.
So I'm giving the win to the Cowboys. Who you giving?
I'm giving it to the Panthers, man. Stop! You pissing me off. I'm giving it to the Panthers. Go.
So you got them at 1-5.
Go, man. Go. Well, give me the next one. Hurry up.
Okay. Washington and Dallas. Washington and Cowboys. I'm taking Washington. 3-4.
The only reason why I'm taking Dallas here is because I think we do play well in conference. In the division, I think we play well.
Y'all 1-1 right now. Okay, so you got them at 2-4, 2-5. I got them at 3-4.
Okay.
Then the next week, they're gonna be at Denver and home.
L.
I'm taking Denver.
Yeah, I'm taking Denver too.
So I'm gonna have them at 3-5. You got
them because Denver gave the Chargers the game, didn't they today?
Yeah, but Denver's constructed nice though, and I like Sean Payton as a coach. And
Sean Payton always has a vendetta against Dallas. So every time he plays us, he has a real problem because he got fired from us, and he was supposed to be the next head coach.
You got him at 2-6. I got him at 3-5.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll be back at home against the Cardinals. I got the Cardinals.
I got the Cardinals too. Actually, no, they just lost James Conner. I don't know.
I got the Cardinals at 3-6.
Because this is what I'm thinking about, and I'm not saying that they don't have other weapons because I know their tight end is a monster. Um, I'm not really worried about Marvin Harrison. Like even with our defense looking how it, he's gonna be a bodybuilder, bro.
You ain't scared. I ain't gonna lie, Marvin. I ain't, they still got a lot of growing to do, but I think they're gonna get it together, especially with him being their franchise receiver.
This what I'm gonna say. When you got a quarterback like a Kyler Murray, when you consider the fact that mobile scrambling quarterbacks already ain't trying to wait forever for you to get open, and then you pack on 15 pounds of muscle where you weren't fast in the first place.
Okay. Well, so
You
who
feel me?
you taking? You taking the Cowboys in that game?
I'm gonna edge it and give it to Cowboys. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Cowboys.
Okay. I got them at
I'm not happy about it.
3-6. I got them at 3-6. I want to say you got them at.
I got him at 3-6.
Yeah. Okay. So we both at 3-6. The Raiders ain't it to me. So we ain't even got to talk about that. I'm gonna get the Cowboys that game at 4-6 against the Raiders.
Wait, what?
I don't like what I'm seeing from the Raiders at all.
I'm giving it to the Raiders.
Wow.
I'm giving it to the Raiders. Hear me out. You didn't like what you saw from the Bears last week.
Yeah, they got drilled.
You didn't like that. You feel me? And then what? And Caleb Williams look like who to that?
Yeah.
Right? You
So
know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like it's not.
Damn. I could dig that. So okay, I got him at 4. I got him at 4-7.
3-7. 3-7 for me.
3-8.
3-7 for me.
I think that's 3-8. If I
Nah,
got him 4-7, you got him 3-8.
no, we both got him 3.
4-7. You got him 4-7.
How we get to 4-7, bro? Who was before? Who would you say before the Raiders?
Before the Raiders was the Cardinals.
Yeah, it's 3-7, bro. It's not 4-7. It's 3-7.
Okay, that's on me.
Yeah, I knew you couldn't count, but come on now.
Then they going against the Eagles. I ain't gonna lie, that back stretch, I'm gonna keep it a stack before we
I'm
even
giving
get
it to
it.
the Eagles too.
After the Raiders, bro, they play the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commanders, and the Giants. Like that back stretch is nasty. Because the Vikings defense and just the Vikings period got a good team, bro. They is well coached over there on offense and defense, bro.
I'm gonna say it like any season, because this is one thing I will say about Dallas historically over the past couple of years. If we start slow, we don't always stay that way. Like, and I'm talking about healthy seasons. I'm not talking about where Dak ain't playing. I'm talking about where, for the most part, our team is put together. If we start slow, the second half of the year don't ever look like that. So that's what I'm leaning on. But from what I see right now, because our secondary, and I hate it because I remember when we talked about the Eagles game, I said I think our secondary will be our strong suit. But then when you look back and see that the Eagles weren't trying to throw the ball, it makes you look at it different. So it's like right now, I really think we need to switch up how we run our coverages. I think some man need to be in there. I think some disguises need to be. I think something player friendly needs to be in there because you can see it. Like even when you look at Trayvon Diggs, like Trayvon Diggs has always had this silent confidence about him that when he's on the field or around, and you don't see that now. You see him looking very confused a lot. And that's not a good omen when he's your best. First of all, you already working
Him and
with
his
a
brother ain't really
tattered.
been looking so hot this year.
But I don't care about Stephon. Stephon's gonna be a daddy. I ain't worried about
And it's sad for me to say, bro, but they both ain't really been looking that good. But we gonna just tap in because I know you said you was out working while the Chiefs and the Giants was coming on. So we just gonna talk about them a little bit before we get off. And of course, Patty Mahomes come through again, 22-9. Chiefs win. Mahomes 1 touchdown, 224 Tyquan Thornton made a big catch at the end for a touchdown to give him the go-ahead lead. Juju, he had a solid game. The stats don't say it all, but those 55 yards was crucial in the moments that he got them. Russell Wilson, like I said, just never know with this guy. Last week he threw for 450, play out his mind. Then he come back this week, 18 for 32, 160, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns.
Bro, listen. Bro, listen to me. I'm trying. Everybody looks Hall of Fame against that defense, against that. Like you just said, what Caleb Williams looked like last week in comparison to today, and now you're speaking on what Russell looks like today in comparison to last week. We know the secret ingredient. We know what it is. Like you don't gotta say it like it's a question. Like, oh my God, what happened between the weeks? He not playing Dallas. It hurt me to even talk like this, bro. But this is me just talking football. This ain't even me being a fan. This is me talking football, bro. That secondary is designed for you to be MVP caliber. It's designed for it. Like I can only imagine if they cut Jalen Hurts loose against us. Like, think about it. He only threw the ball deep one time against to a no-name nigga who had 45 yards off that one catch. Just imagine if he decided to pull out the performance that he had today, because by all standards, this is a top-tier performance for Jalen when you think about what his passing game looked like. So just think if he pulled it at 500-600.
Hey, you know what, though? You know what I'm going to say, though? What I have noticed, even though I'm not even gonna lie, bro, and I know it is against the Giants, but I really, the Chiefs showed me promise, and I'm gonna say this: they offensive line through these 3 games have very improved, and today I really did want to see how they would be tested because I truly feel like just on paper wise, but even just from their athletic abilities, that the Giants have the best front four. With Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Thibodeau, and Abdul Carter. So seeing how they lined up today with them gave me promise. And like I said, even though, they secondary is very suspect, Patrick Nam was completing balls downfield. So that just let me know if they line can keep up that play and Worthy and Rice come in and can pick it up, because Hollywood Brown, he been consistent this year. But like I said, he's still not a number 1 receiver to me. But they get their weapons back, and that line can keep blocking like they blocking. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, this might be one of the best Chiefs teams in the back half of this season if those things can go how I just said. And I ain't just saying that because I'm a fan. I'm just saying, like, from what I'm watching. Like, because if they can start beating you, I have no question about their intermediate to short passes or play, like they play calling, like, we know Andy Reid. That's what he been doing. He gonna call them plays. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I'm really kind of waiting to see. Like, I'm around week 12 is gonna let me know realistically if I got them going to the championship or not. By week 12, for me, gonna let me know.
The only reason why I say that is because I think the Chiefs as a whole are old. Like, as a whole, I think they're old. Tell me what gives you a different opinion of that?
Well, they got the youngest defense, I believe, in the league. Like, Chris Jones is about their oldest player. Every other player they got probably might have been in the league 5 years. 4 or 5 years.
In the league 5 years or starting 5 years? Again, I'm talking
football.
No,
in the league. Like, in the league, because McDuffie, he's been in the league. This is like his 4th or 5th year. He came in his rookie year. He was all-pro. Last year, he was all-pro. So, really, this might be his 4th year. Like, I know for sure their secondary is young. They linebackers, Nick Bolton, this is probably his 4th. Yeah, they young, bro. Like, now, they do have – now, what I will say, they vets as far as Chris Jones, Travis Kelce, and it's one more guy. I can't just think of his name right off top. Are pretty old, but for the most part, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Chiefs got a young squad, bro. They young. Even their receiving core, like outside of Juju, Taquan Thornton, this is his 3rd year. Well, Hollywood Brown, he been in the league about 6 years, so we say he in the middle. Rasheem Rice, this is his 3rd year. This Worthy 2nd year. They left tackle that they got. He's a rookie. I want to say they got rid of Creed Humphrey. He was Chicago now, so he would have been one of those older vets. They got Jawan Taylor. Yeah, bro, they pretty young.
Well, they need to stop looking old, goddamn, because how they play. Like when you think about who, I'm sorry, that sounded mean. When you think about what the image, the quick fast, they get you before you see them coming kind of situation, and they haven't looked at. Like when you look at them play, a lot of the time they look like they're playing insane. Like they don't look scary. It's like they're winning and it's nothing against. I mean, they won the game. There's nothing against that. But they don't. Nothing about the Chiefs is making somebody say outside of the name. Is making somebody say, "Ah, damn." Like nothing about like from the performances we've seen. Nothing about them. Like I don't think a team is looking at the Chiefs and saying, "Damn, how are we gonna keep up?" I don't think anyone's saying that. Like if you put Rice and Xavier Worthy back on the field, then yeah, that's different. But then you still have to account for that defense too, because they don't always look like they just moving to the ball like that either. So they need to start, like, even if they're not old, because they might not be. I ain't got that in front of me. But they look like a bunch of senior citizens out there playing.
So when do you think Jackson Dart is gonna see the field, like actually see the field? You think they're gonna try to give him the Mahomes treatment and let him sit out the whole year and just put him in a little splurt? Or you think it's gonna be a point of the season where they're gonna say, "Hey man, we're gonna go and give you the keys now"?
I don't see it happening this year. And I say that to say you guys have fell on a good team. Like the Giants are not bad. They may be constructed terribly, but they're not bad. And I think the organization is starting to notice that. Mm-hmm. It's like even when you see Jackson Dart come in and the plays that he come in on ain't exactly ideal, you know why for a guy who played football, you know why he in the game. Yeah. Like you trying to get his legs under him. You trying to make him, you're trying to make him comfortable, but you don't have. Ideally, that's what you want to do. You do not want to have to throw in fire. You would rather them sit. You would rather them learn and mature a little bit. And because of the team looking like what it looked like, I could see him not starting the game in week 12, week 13. Like, I can see that happening because they don't need to play him. Like, granted, night and day from what we saw from Russell Wilson last week in comparison to today. It's still not time to sit up and say, "Oh, we need to change." No, you just who have arguably been the best team in the league for about the past 10 years. Arguably. Like, for your team to do what it did today, you gotta think about it like that.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm actually, of course, I gotta see him on the field, but from what I seen watching him at Ole Miss and him staying the time that he stayed and watching him in the preseason, I think he got all the tools, the physical tools to be a good quarterback.
Yeah.
But I also he seemed like he wanted. So even like when I watch him on the sideline, like he's up with his helmet on, looking at the playbook, looking at the studying Russell. Like, you get what I'm saying? You know how like some players, bro, they be on the sideline, they just waiting for their opportunity, just like whatever. And then you have those guys that still like engaged. He's like one of those guys engaged, like I believe like when he does get his time, I don't think he's gonna look back. And that has more to say with how he approaches the game than his physical talents. Because, like I said, I believe he got the physical talents, but also it's like he wants it to be.
I don't know. I think I wouldn't even say about him wanting it or not, because in most quarterback situations, it looks like that. The next man up is usually the guy with the headset and the playbook and all that up, especially in the quarterback position. Like, I would not chalk that up to him just being eager or hungry. I think if you look across the sideline on most teams, the next quarterback is
No,
usually the guy who
no,
looks exactly
no.
how he
Catch
looks.
what I'm saying. Catch what I'm saying. Every backup don't have a headset on and be looking, but you can look and tell when some guys are really disinterested or they just there because it's their job actually, to a person looking like they want to learn or they looking like they into it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I see a bunch of guys
No,
just, have their headsets on and they just, whatever. But a lot of them guys don't be looking like they into it for real. Because some of them know that they ain't even going to play.
for sure. I'm gonna say I haven't. I didn't consider it like that. I would have to look again to see. But I didn't see that. Like, and it's not to say it like I don't think he's a hungry player or anything, but I didn't see nothing specific. Like, I didn't see nothing to make me say, oh, like he really wants it. Like, not in my mind. Like, I haven't seen that. In my mind, he reminds me of the cool California kid. At every turn, like every turn, he looks like the guy who just kind of chill and laid back. Not to say that he is that, not that he ain't that, but that's the energy that I get from him when I see him. But I do want to see him play. The only thing that scares me is that, and this is something that makes it hard too, that goes into the developmental portion. He didn't go under center a lot.
Yeah, facts.
Like, so to go into an NFL scheme where that is a part of it, that's the bare minimum to even be an NFL quarterback, and that's something you have almost no experience doing. Um, and you said Patrick Mahomes, how they did him, and I want to name another person that we forget that they did that for, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
A-Rod,
Yeah, like Aaron Rodgers sat behind Brett Favre for how many years before he
I want
actually
to say
played?
like 3, like 2 or 3.
Yeah, like, and when he showed, I remember his coming out when Brett Favre got hurt against Dallas on Thanksgiving, and he was balling. He came,
Same with
he
Jordan
looked
Love too, though. They
so
gave
good.
Jordan Love that same treatment.
Yeah, like he looked so good. So I think that overall you do better. You are doing yourself a service if you can sit your next quarterback. Like, if you know at some point this guy is going to be the guy. Your best bet at that point is to say, hey, let me get him up to speed with everything, get his feet wet a little bit, but not actually just throw him into the fire. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll be all
So,
right though. Like, I think he's gonna be good.
so look, I just want to get your take. We just gonna and we can go on and get off. What's your take on the Canelo and Crawford fight, man? Just quick rundown, man. What did you see, man? What you think about that fight?
I was rocking with Crawford from the jump just because of what I saw him do to Arrow, and thinking about um what the aura was around Arrow before that fight, and to see how much it meant nothing. Um, I have to kind of give so I kind of have to give Crawford that. Now, what I will say is I don't think anybody expected it to look as easy as it did for Crawford, because with the things with the way boxing and any sport is set up, it's set up that way for a reason. Safety wise, health wise, like all kind of things are
Mhm.
set up a certain way, so you're not putting anybody in more jeopardy than they're already at, right? So to consider the fact that I'm gonna say three weight classes, and the reason why I say three is because we only saw him at 54 one fight.
Mhm.
So the man really went up three weight classes to fight this man who has been dominating in this weight class, and to make it look like a cakewalk. Like, I know there was damage done to Crawford, but just looking at him, you couldn't see it. Like, just
I'm gonna say
looking
this.
at him, go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. And we was having talks amongst each other, and I told them, I said, man, I wouldn't be surprised, bro, if he do Canelo bad. And they was like, man, what you talking about? I said, man, I've been paying attention to this dude for quite a while now, and everybody that they say gonna do him a certain way, those be the ones that he do the worst. I said, this has been his whole career. And I said, man, actually going back and studying some of those fights, like with Laura and Mayweather, and I was like, man, if Bud don't go in there cocky, he can do him the same exact way. Because see, with Floyd beat him defensively. He embarrassed him. Laura lost the fight, but to me, he won that fight, and he won it with footwork and his offensive prowess. He was getting caught a lot, though, so, you know, the champion, if you don't knock him out and the champion catching you, they're going to give it to you. As with Crawford, it was like a mix of both of those guys. He was offensive like Laura was in the fight with him, and he wasn't as defensive as Floyd, but he was defensive like Floyd, meaning he wasn't getting caught with no big shots. Like, he probably got caught with a couple nice right hands, but he didn't get caught with no big shots. He was offensive. He was aggressive. His timing was, man, like immaculate. And the thing with me, what I had noticed too during his workouts, when they showed his physique, I was like, man, some dudes, when they gain that weight, they still be looking like kind of dehydrated and different stuff, or like they body not filled in. His body looked filled in to me, and I just was looking. I was like, yeah, Canelo is the bigger guy as far as weight, but when you look at them, he's not really too much bigger than him for real. So when
that's why he fought
him.
That's why he fought him.
I know, but I'm just saying, you have a lot of casuals. They just was going pretty much off because he's stronger or he's supposed to be the bigger guy, not realizing, like, man, do y'all know how weight works? Like Crawford, I heard Crawford say this on numerous occasions where he said he got tired of cutting weight to 147. He walks around at 187, 186.
So like it's like the thing that I think a lot of casuals, as you put it, I actually like you said that. I'm sorry using that. A lot of casuals do is they look at record and they look at the fashion of the record. Like, what did you do to get to that? And when you really think about
they
it,
also just listen to the commentators instead of watching for themselves.
Not fact. And so when you think about that, there's a lot of footage of Canelo whooping ass.
Yeah.
And you don't have to look far for it. Like, if you put a C in your search bar, his name probably gonna pop up.
Facts.
But it wasn't always like that for Crawford. Like, I'll be honest. Like, as a person who is interested, like me and you don't watch boxing before when we was little. I remember watching the Berto Mayweather fight. So we watched boxing for a while. Bro, the first fight I ever seen of Crawford was Errol Spence.
Oh no.
Where I actually watched the fight. No, hear me out. Where I actually saw the fight was Errol Spence. And I think for the casual, that is the case as well. Nobody could think about what Crawford said. He's like, nobody expects me to do what I'm doing because they don't know me. They haven't seen me. He wasn't always the most talented fighter, even though he was the most talented. So for people to look at to see, oh, it's Canelo versus, because that's really how they looked at it. They didn't look at it as how we see it, where it's like Canelo versus Crawford, two like mega superstars fight each other. A lot of people looked at it as Canelo versus somebody. So they're reading it like, oh, Canelo finna dog him out, this, that, and third. So a lot of people were shocked at how this happened. And it's like, to be honest, the only reason is because he didn't get the same publicity. Because realistically, and I'm gonna go off of some. I'm gonna say something that's different than your opinion of it. I would argue that he was more defensive than Mayweather. And the reason why I say that, his defense came off his jab. Like when
No,
Mayweather was playing the peekaboo game. Mayweather was, oh, can't get me, boom, boom, boom.
yeah,
Crawford, he kept jabbing him. He kept
and
jabbing him, like boom, boom, and then mix him up a little bit. And if you listen to what Canelo said at the end of the fight, he said, I couldn't figure him out. One thing that Canelo always does in his fights, and you never saw it one time in this fight, he beat the shit out of everybody's shoulders. He get close enough to you, and he start throwing hooks, not even trying to hit you in the face. He trying to take that power away from your shoulders. But because
you
of that reach
absolutely
on go ahead.
you absolutely right. But I can tell you why he didn't. And it was the same reason, like I told little bro, why Crawford was gonna win. You can do all that stuff when you're not really expecting nothing to come back, or you don't really care about what's coming back. See, Crawford is one of them fighters where I knew this was gonna be different for Canelo, because you got something coming back at you that's nice and with power. So while you trying to waste shots on those, it's something that can potentially,
he never got that.
bring harm to you. And I just think he didn't really want to chance it, because if you really looked at it, Canelo showed him a lot of respect.
Fact, but hear me out. I'm not discounting that opinion, but I'm gonna say something that I think we all could see, and that's why I said he was more defensive than Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
What's Crawford's reach?
Crawford had about a 6'6" reach advantage over him.
Exactly. So if you got that long of a reach advantage, what does that stop the other fighter from doing?
Just getting up on
Getting
you.
in close. Exactly. That's why he couldn't throw them punches. That's why I say he was more defensive, because realistically, up until I say like the mid rounds, closer to the championship rounds, Canelo wasn't really just not Canelo. Crawford really wasn't letting Canelo in. It wasn't
Yeah, no,
really until the later rounds.
He did perfect with managing his distance.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Like, I would argue that Crawford's fight was a little bit more defensive than Mayweather, because Mayweather's fight was basing everything off of what Canelo did. Crawford's fight was saying, I'm going to dictate.
Yeah. Now he for sure did
So
that,
that's
because
why
he was more. I get what you're saying. His defense was real good because his offense helped it a lot.
right. Like that's why
Fight. Floyd didn't really take
exactly.
the fight.
Like with Floyd, it was like playing whack-a-mole. It's like, I see your face, I'm gonna try to hit it and hope I hit it before you move. With Terrence, it was, I'm gonna keep throwing these bitches out here, and when you decide to try to bite on one, I'm a. But it wasn't too many times where Crawford was sitting up in the pocket like this, waiting for you to throw something so he could throw something else. A lot of the times he was bringing it. That's why I say I would argue that his defensive strategy was better than Floyd's.
Nah, I give you that. But man, I appreciate you, brother. Man, we back. A lot of stuff out the way, so I should be more consistent. Like I said, I'm dealing with a lot of personal stuff, but that's out the way now.
You got your mouth fixed?
Yeah. I got my wisdom tooth pulled out. That's cool. Tomorrow, man, we're gonna get into the I want to say, who is it? Baltimore and Detroit.
That's tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's tomorrow night, and we're gonna cover that, and guess we can talk about some of those rookies a little bit, and then we'll be back at it. It's not Thursday, Sunday, just depending on who the Thursday game is. I don't really care to cover if it ain't really no good game, but we'll see how that go. But appreciate you again, brother. And yeah, man, it's up, man. I'm loving this football season. You got anything you want to say before we get up out of here?
I think I agree with you. I'm delving the football season right now. There's a lot of good football happening. I think it was probably the most exciting week as a whole that we done seen so far out of the NFL, and I'm very interested in seeing on how it's going to continue. The fan in me wants to believe that the Cowboys are turning around, like the fan in me. But realistically, dumpster juice, garbage. Like I remember sidebar. I remember one time. It was two. I think it was last year or the year before last. Um, the Cowboys was doing all right. They ended up going to the playoffs. And playing against the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
And Shalice was messaging me, and she's like, "Yeah, I think this might be our year, and this, that, and the third." And I said, "Just give it time." I said, "Just give it time, G." She said, What you mean? Like we playing so well? I don't see us not beating everybody." I said, "G, just give it time." And I'm at work, so I'm not even watching the game. I'm be like, we take an hour go by. She said, "I should have just listened to you." Like I'm telling you, this guy, this been it. The last time these niggas won the Super Bowl, my little brother was one.
Literally,
Like,
dude.
like as a fan, I have just learned to not hold my breath. Like it ain't nothing. I'ma always love my team. I'ma always rock with my team. I'm Cowboys till I die, no matter what. But I'm never holding my breath. As long as till Jerry died, I don't expect nothing great. I don't.
That's yeah. I don't even want to get on there because that'd be another hour conversation of just pain.
Nah, for sure. I'm finna boycott these niggas, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm finna boycott the Jones family. I want a nigga from Dallas to own the team at this point. Mark Cuban, you ain't from there, but you been around a long time, nigga. Go get that team, bro. Cause this old senile nigga here, like when that nigga said what he said about
Jerry,
Michael,
man. Jerry be paying these. I'm not gonna put too much slack on Jerry, bro, because Jerry do be paying these players, bro. They gotta play, bro.
Kinfolk. Because you like, don't say that to me. This nigga sitting on trillions of dollars and you talking about he paid them. Yes, he paid them. He got it. His pocket change compared to what he actually got.
They gotta play. They gotta play.
No, those standards change. Those standards freaking change. Giving it to you. If the nigga got 100,000 and he give you 80 and say I need you to ball, that's different. If I got $7 trillion and I give you $1 million and I say you need the ball, shut up because I'm not listening to you. You don't care. If you got this much money and then put nothing in our organization for us to actually be good, bro. Schottenheimer, think about that for a second. Shotty is our head coach. Matt Eberflus, my nigga. Like, think about the shit that they put around us to say, "Oh, we're gonna be a great team." No, we're not. No, we're gonna be the run-of-the-mill bullshit ass team that we have been for the past 30 years. I'm sick of it. This nigga croak. He needs to croak. I wouldn't even care if he fell down the stairs. Like, I don't care how we get here, but he gotta go.
Say, man. We don't.
It's an old head nigga. It's an old head nigga that coach a Pop Warner team at Oak Cliff right now who will take the job.
Hey man, I appreciate everybody who did tap in and that's gonna see this. We only just beginning, man. And it's only gonna get better from here. And it's up. I love you, brother. Till next time.
I love you. Yes, sir. I'll see you later. Peace.
All right, Muskie.